Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a lip swatch video on the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Colors. These are a bunch of liquid lipsticks that I bought a really long time ago. I bought them in two halves, so I bought some of them here in the Netherlands and in the UK, and then I went to the United States and I got as many colors as I could find because the state actually covers a lot more colors than in Europe. So I tried to buy as many of them as possible. I will say that for this lip swatch video, I don't have 4 colors. I just didn't get my hands on them while I was in the States and I cannot buy them anywhere here, so that's kind of a bummer. But I am going to do a lip swatch for you on all the colors that I have. There are 16 colors in total and I have 12 of them. And I'm looking at the Revlon website right now and it describes them as lightweight, high definition, velvety matte lip color. Moisturizing and velvety feel, 100% wax free gel formula and available in 16 high definition shades. I am a fan of these lipsticks. They are by far my favorite liquid lipsticks on the market. They are not long lasting in that they dry super matte and they will stay there for hours and hours and hours and hours. They do last a considerable amount of time, but they're not like Anastasia liquid lipsticks or Jeffree Star in that they dry matte and they will stick. They are more like a liquid formula of a matte lipstick. So they do last longer than a regular lipstick, but yeah, not for 24 hours or something like that. It describes them as lightweight. I fully agree. These lipsticks are so creamy and smooth and velvety as they describe them on the website, and for me they just feel like I'm not wearing lipstick at all, so they are definitely by far my favorite ones to be wearing for a longer period of time. They do not dry out my lips, they don't make me feel like I need to take off the lipstick and you know, it gets very irritating sometimes. Not at all. They do transfer, so kissing and drinking, of course, will mean that you will get the lipstick on whatever else your lips touch. I'm looking online now. It says you can buy them at Amazon, CVS, Target, Walgreens, Ulta, Walmart. So they are your drugstore lipsticks. Revlon is a little bit more of the pricier end of drugstore, but these lipsticks are between $6.99 and $8.99 per lipstick. So for me, that is actually completely affordable for what you are getting. Without raving too much about this product, I think I should just go right ahead and start the lip swatches. I will swatch each of them individually and describe what I like about them and describe the color a little bit. That's pretty much it. So if you'd like to know all of the colors and everything, I will list them in the description box below. And I will list all the places that you can buy them as well if you are interested. This video is not sponsored. I bought all of this with my own money and I just thought I'd like to share with you these lip swatches because I am such a huge fan of these lipsticks. So, without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have no makeup wipes with me, so I'm just going to keep my little tub of the Clinique Take the Day Off balm close by to ease off this liquid lipstick because after swatching this many, it will probably have quite an effect on my lips. And they are already quite dry as it is. I'll start with the lighter shades and move my way to the darker ones. The first color I am going to swatch is the color Embrace, which looks like this. The color is a very pinky peachy nude. I really like this for when I want to have a little bit more warmth in the lipstick that I'm wearing and a little bit more of a color to my lips. It's not too pale, it's not going to wash out my skin when I wear it. So this one is a really nice color for just an everyday look. The pigment is beautiful, it is smooth, it does not go all patchy. It's not liquidy because of the velvety, creamy kind of texture of this lipstick. It really just goes on so beautifully. Here, let me show you a close-up of the applicator. It's kind of like an extended doe foot wand. So you can see it's a little bit wider and a little bit flatter. This is actually one of my favorite styles of applicator because I feel like I have so much more control over the product and where I put it on my lips, especially because it is a thicker formula. I do need to push it into the areas of the mouth that I want it to go to, so it won't kind of move there on its own like some of the more liquidy formulas will. So this one allows me to have much greater control over the product and it just feels very, very smooth. I really like it. The next color I'm going to swatch is Seduction, which is a slightly deeper nude color if I put the two together. This one is Embrace and this one is Seduction. You can see that this one is more pink and this one is more brown. If I swatch it on the back of my hand, then this one is a little bit more of that true nude brown color. It is darker, so again, it's not going to wash out my skin. It's just going to give me a nice smooth finish with a little bit of plain color. This one is my ultimate favorite nude. I don't wear lipstick a lot. If I'm going for a nude, then it's usually because I don't want to be showing that I have lipstick, or that I just don't feel like wearing a color, in which case I actually won't wear lipstick at all. I'll just put on some lip balm, and it helps them to smooth out the pigmentation if my lips are a little bit patchy in that day because of dryness or not drinking enough water or whatever. Again, I really love this color. It is much more neutral. I actually prefer it a lot more to the Embrace color because I'm not a huge fan of pinks. I prefer my nudes, my purples, and my much deeper colors. So this one is, for me, hands down the favorite of the entire line. The next color that I have is called Devotion, and this one goes into the more deeper mauvey pink colors. This one is a really beautiful color, and like I said, I'm not a huge fan of pink, but because this one is much more of a muted pink color, I really enjoy wearing this one. The pigmentation on this one is just as great. And this one is, I think, one of the best ones to wear with a really nude eye, kind of like what I have right now. It is much more, it's a very classy color in my opinion. It's one of those colors that you can put on and have that little bit more of an oomph for when you want to go out, when you want to go somewhere, instead of just being really neutral. Then this is the color that you will amp up your look with. And I think it's absolutely beautiful. These colors are actually relatively easy to take off as well, which is really great for, you know, reapplying like right now. Well, let's move on to the little bit of the orange colors. Now this is the color Flirtation. This is their corally orange color. It's a beautiful color for summer or for spring if you're feeling that kind of bright spring flowery look. It is not neon, it is not going to be super in your face or, you know, really too much of that power color. If you're someone that is a little bit more intimidated by these types of colors of the corals, then this might be a good one for you to start with. And again, there is no complaints from me with the pigmentation of this specific color. If you have very pigmented lips like I do, my lips are naturally very pink. So my suggestion would be to coat your lips in like a concealer or some kind of neutralizing color so that it has a good plain base to work with. That way the color payoff will be much stronger. You can see that on this one my natural lip color is peeking through just a little bit, but I really like how muted it is. It is my type of color. I much prefer my bright corals and my oranges. I'm really someone that can just put on an orange lipstick and pull that one off because that makes me feel the most confident. But again, it is a stunning color, a little bit more patchy than some of the others, but as long as you rub your lips together and blend it all together, it should be just fine. Okay, now we're going to start moving on to a little bit more of the brighter colors. This one is one of their newer shades. It's called Crush, and this is a pastel, bright purple color. Now, yeah, this one is probably going to be a little bit more in your face. This is a much more brighter purpley pink color. Again, I love my purples. This one is a little bit more on the pinky side for me. I do prefer much more deeper purples, but let's go for this one. I say let's go for this one. I haven't actually worn every single one of these shades. There are some that I have gone through almost every single day, and there are some that I haven't tried, and this one is one of them that I haven't yet tried. So far, it looks pretty good. It does look a little bit more patchy than some of my other favorite ones, but let's just give it a try. See, now if I look in the viewfinder, it's actually pulling the color off much stronger than if I look in my mirror. If I look in my mirror, then it looks actually much more sheer, which is a kind of lipstick that I'm not a huge fan of. So I'm a little confused, but if I look in the viewfinder, I really like this color. It is beautifully pastel, and it's just one of those summer colors that were really in last year, so who knows, maybe they come back next year. But so far so good. It does make our tooth look a little yellow. I don't know, I have mixed feelings about this color. It doesn't seem to pay off as strongly as the others. I think this one's more of a miss for me. The next color I'm going to go in with is Spark, and Spark it is. This one is an electric pink color, and it is really like, you know, that super bright Barbie pink. It is electric, it is in your face, and it is stunning. For a pink color, this is, if you want pink, then this is the one that you should go for. Let's see how I like this one. Again, this is one of the ones that I haven't yet tried. Mind my application on this one. So yeah, this one is much brighter, much stronger, and it's really that kick-ass pink color. I'm not a huge fan of these Barbie pinks on me. They are a little intimidating. For someone who wears purples, you'd think I wouldn't say that, but it really is just not my color. But if you like pinks, then this one is definitely for you. It did require a little bit more work to make it smooth when you apply it just for the first time. It does go on a little streaky, but as long as you move it back and forth a little like you do with a normal lipstick, it blurs in quite well. The color payoff is stunning. I mean, if I look in the viewfinder and if I look in the mirror, there is almost no difference. It is just that really pop-in pink color. So yeah, if you're a pink kind of person, then this one's for you. This one leaves a little bit more of a stain on your lips, so you might want to just be wary of that. You know, funny enough, I actually really don't like this as a foundation. The concealer is bomb, but the foundation is not very good, but I do kind of like it for touch-ups, like around the mouth, for example. Okay, the next color is another pink one. This is much deeper. This is called Obsession, and yeah, as you can see, if I compare the two, they are both very bright, but this one, which is Spark, is a lot brighter and more Barbie pink, and this one is much deeper. I have also never tried this one. You can tell all of the pinks I've just never tried. This one is much, like I said, a much deeper pink. It is way more pigmented actually than the Spark color, and I have a feeling that it's also a little bit more on that muted side, so it's not that electric neon pink. It's a little bit more of that, I have no other word other than muted, and if anyone has better descriptive words for me, please just let me know, because I'm really running out of words. But let's just go ahead and swatch this one. Okay, so instantly I can see that this color is 1,000 times more pigmented than any of the other shades I have tried. Excuse my application of this one. I really had to, you know, take my time, and it kind of took me by surprise with how pigmented this color is. So I'm extremely impressed. I actually really like this color on me, despite the fact that it's pink, and I've said a million times in this video that I don't really like pinks. I really like this color. It's definitely growing on me. The pigmentation is crazy, and it really was one swipe. I did go back and forth a little bit because I was so scared about the application that I really wanted to take my time. But this color is, I have no other words other than that. Okay, now let's move into the deeper colors. The next color I have is another purpley pink, and this is called Intensity. And this one, if I compare it to the one we just have, it is much more purple based. It's in the same kind of tone area, so the deepness and the intensity of it is roughly the same, but this one's more pink and this one's more purple. So I'm looking forward to wearing this one. I have actually worn this one before, but it was one of the ones that I wore like right at the beginning a long time ago. I've had these for over a year now, and that's how long I've been wanting to do this lip swatch video, so here I go. Okay, so this one, I don't know if it's because it is older or because of the pigmentation, I'm not sure, but it was a lot thicker in formula than this one. It was much harder to work with. I really had to work it into the creases of my lips and onto the outer areas to make the lines nice and sharp. But the color payoff is absolutely stunning. Again, I love both what I see in my viewfinder and what I see in my mirror. So I'm very happy with this shade, and I actually prefer it a lot more than this one because of the more purple base to it. So yeah, again, this is a good one. And now we move into the red shades. So the first red that I'm going to swatch is called Amour or Love. And this one is your true bright apple red color. And this one is, it is absolutely stunning. It is one of the best red liquid lipsticks that I have used ever. So this one is really great. In terms of application, this one does require a little bit more work than some of the others. It is much thicker in consistency. The color is not as opaque the first time you apply it, so you do need to work it back and forth, but it is a beautiful classic red color, quite a bluey, cool tone undertone to it, which I really like, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. It does fade a little on the edges, but I don't even know if you can see that in the camera, but in person you can. It could also just be because of how many times I'm putting on and taking off lipstick right now. Be warned, it does need a little bit more work and precaution with any reds, to be honest, with getting a nice clean mouth shape. That color left a lot more of a stain on my lips, so I had to apply a lot more of the foundation over the top. But we'll just keep on moving. The next color is a much deeper red, and this one is called Passion, and this one is the one red that I wear the most often from this entire line, and it's just absolutely stunning. It is that rich, deep wine red. The color again is really stunning. You can see that it does fade a little here on the outer edges with the application, so when you apply it you do need to work it in, but I'll just go ahead and apply it so that you can see it for yourself. So excuse my application, it is completely wonky, but you can definitely see what I mean with this one. The color is really stunning, but it is just very difficult to apply. It is quite blurred on the edges. It is just, again, one of the thicker formulas, so it was really hard to apply nicely. This one is probably one of the ones you might want to give a go with like a lip brush or something, so that you can really get those lines, or even just wear a lip liner to kind of compensate for the edges not being too sharp. I don't know what else to say this one. It is a little bit more of the disappointing colors, even though I really like the shade, but I guess you just have to kind of make it work if this is what you want to wear. The next color I'm going to swatch is called Addiction, and this is a much deeper purple color if I take the two together. Again, they're in the same kind of range, but this one is more purple and this one is more red. So we'll go ahead and swatch this one. You can see it looks like that beautiful wine red. L'Oreal actually has a very old lipstick, a matte lipstick that looks exactly like this color, which I used to wear all the time when I was younger. I really like having this one now in a liquid lipstick form, which is great. So let's go ahead and give this one a go. Excuse the application again on this one. This one is just ridiculous. This color really disappoints me. I expected it to be much deeper, much more pigmented, but it is a very thin formula and it doesn't pay off as well as the others do. I wish it did, because this color is really beautiful, but it actually comes out much more light purple than it looks in the tube. I really expected it to be much darker. So yeah, there are other liquid lipsticks that pay off better than this, especially with this type of color. So far, all of the others have been pretty okay. This one is not. I'm not feeling this one. And the last color that I have for you is called Infatuation, and this is the deepest color of the line. This one to me is a deep purple brown, and I can't wait to try this one. I am a little bit hesitant to think that it will be successful, considering that with the last deep one, the color payoff was just not okay. So I'm really holding out on this one to be good, because the shade looks beautiful. So ooh, I haven't tried this one before. Let's just give it a go. Wow, that's a really deep purple brown, but it does look much more patchy or streaky or whatever word you want to use. Okay, so this is the only one I tried to save with a second layer, and all it did was make it worse. It is patchy, it is gloopy, it is really don't like this one. The application was absolutely horrible. I'm so sorry, but this one is just, oh no, it is just not okay. I have other deep dark brown liquid lipsticks or lipsticks that I much prefer to this one, this shade. I wish it worked, because the color could be very beautiful, but I actually don't know because it just looks all gloopy all over my lips. So yeah, not this one. That is it, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I did my best with all of the swatches. There were definitely some amazing colors in this line and some not good colors. I wish I had the other 4 as well. If I get my hands on them, I will do an extended video for you so that you can also see those. But I will list where you can buy any of these shades down below, so go ahead and check that out. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more lip swatch videos of any lipstick line that you are interested in, then leave me a comment in the comment section below letting me know what you'd like to see so that I can try and get my hands on those. And if you'd like to see more videos from me, then please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any new videos that I will be bringing out very soon. Stay happy and safe in these times ahead, and I'll see you next time. Bye!